who he presented before, for his experience. The thing I remember from his last presentation, he was a debt collector then, and I had this vision of him rolling off the bonnet of a car in a Starsky and Hutch style as he apprehended a debtor. I thought it was a fantastic image. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight because, you know, it's not a surprise to us, and that's part of the appeal of BettaKultcha, the unexpected. So, I'm going to hand you over to the capable hands of Mr. Phil Heath. Give it up!
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm going to talk about my passion, not bullshit. BS. I love BS. What I'm talking about is something that's going to affect everyone in the room tonight, and I know by the end of 5 minutes you'll share my passion. British standards. BS. And here it is, BS number 1, 1903. Written. It changed the world. We in Britain invented BS 1. Why? Because that's a steel profile for railways. Magnificent. Do you know, prior to having that standard, we had 75 railway different widths in the country. You had to climb off one train to get on another. So why standards? Because if we didn't, we wouldn't have had the train, the Industrial Revolution. We need standards. Why else? If Stephenson hadn't invented that, we wouldn't be able to travel. If Henry Ford didn't have standards, we wouldn't now have the cars that we have today. So think, by the end of this 5 minutes, you'll be as passionate as me about standards. Do you know there are 16,000 standards? I'm not saying I know every one of them. And if we didn't have standards, what about all the pollution that these companies put down? They throw it away. We're actually all guilty of that. We should be more passionate about having environmental standards in your business. Talk to your employers and tell them, I want standards. And I've committed the real error. Standards. Hands up who uses any of these standards. BSEN 228, BSEN 590. You stand there every day filling your car. You are using those standards. And if we didn't have that standard, the car wouldn't work because you wouldn't be able to guarantee that the standard of the petrol going in the car was working. If we didn't have BS 1362, where would we be? You would probably be dead. And next time you go and buy a kettle, or something that's got a plug attached to it, look for BS 1363. Why? Because it's vital. We know that it's tested. We know that this standard is vital to us because we know it won't explode. So think about it. And there are other standards. BS 600. Who didn't put their hands up earlier? So you all use the standards. The most vital form of protection we can have. So ladies and gentlemen, share with me my passion. And I'm now talking about another bullet point error. Oh. But these are all around us. Quality, environment, and you'll see these numbers everywhere you go. And you'll say, oh no, not health and safety. No, but yes. If it wasn't for the quality standard, we have to do things again and again. Think about the waste. Think about the time wasted and the effort produced by having to repeat things over and over. Get your employer to put in 9,000. Look at health and safety, for crying out loud. If your employer's making you go up a metal ladder with an electric drill in a swimming pool, tell them no! I don't want to do that! And think about what happens in health and safety. It's always the thing that's behind the signs. If we read the bottom, we can see this is the problem. So think about health and safety. It's wonderful. The standard. Forget these people. Now, can I tell you, hands up those who didn't buy a BS satisfied set of Christmas lights. 104 houses burnt down last year. 3 children died because they didn't have authorised lights. HM Revenue and Customs, 2007, 25 million households lost data for 2 computers they'd put in the post. So all your data is out there now being spied upon. So as a minimum, look for the CE marking on every product you buy. Demand it from the people that you know are selling you these products. The CE marking is a minimum standard. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, you need to look for this mark, because this one is the most important. What is it? It's the British Standard Kitemark. And if you don't have the Kitemark on any of the products, then go back, take it back, because it's not safe. So I leave you with this one thought. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're now as passionate as me about standards. And this final thought, if it wasn't for standards, we wouldn't be here. So think about that and go to your employer, tell the people you're buying the things from, I want standards.